Guys, look at what we found here. The Adapt BBs. I don't. The real Reacts. These are new $50. Old relic. You've come to the right place. Latest model. What's up, guys? Sully here with Legs Will Move. We're doing something special today. We're trying to find some deals for you guys. We're gonna be looking at Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Burlington. So let's go see what kind of deals we can find. So we're here in Marshalls, and we're just gonna see if we can find any good running shoes. Okay. Skechers does make some good running shoes, but these aren't it. There's not really much to look at here. It's kind of a budget Reebok. I think it's a trail running shoe, but it's kind of built like a gym trainer. They're really pushing Ortho out here, but to be honest, there's not really anything here in this Marshalls, so we're just gonna go check out a Burlington instead. Got the Solar Boost from Adidas. This would be more if like you wanted a shoe for casual wear and for running sometimes, which is actually pretty good as a travel shoe, so you can only bring one. To be honest, it's a bit firmer than I was imagining just seeing it online, but it's like 34 bucks. That's a steal for what it is. Solar Glide, which is another Boost shoe. I think it's kind of just a regular daily trainer, but $30. I mean, that's gonna be pretty good. Honestly, I don't even know what this is, but it's another Boost model. But yeah, it's definitely Boost, but yeah, kind of more of a casual shoe than a running shoe, but if you weren't like really into running and you just wanted something to get a mile here and there, that could do the trick. So I see a lot of people running in these. Honestly, there's a lot of really good cheap options out there, and this looks like the Nike React models, but this is not Nike React, and don't get it, no matter what the price is. Sometimes I see people running in these. Again, there's really good cheap running shoes out of there. Skip these. Technically, this is a proper running shoe. It's got some Boost in it. It's a Supernova. I think this is kind of a guidance shoe a little bit, maybe. I know it's dual density, but don't know a whole lot about it, but that's definitely an option. I think 35 is what they're asking for that one. Yeah, 35, not bad. So I said that these look like Reacts and don't get these. Well, just found the real Reacts. These are the actual ones you should be looking for. I mean, it'll say that on there. What are they wanting for these? 44 bucks versus $10 difference is 35 bucks. Honestly, save $10 or don't save $10. Save your legs and get the actual pair. I mean, you can see there's like a pretty significant squish difference between these two. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Just don't do it, guys. Yeah. So we got some Nike slides here. It wants you to squeeze them, but the problem with that is that these are actually, they're not that soft. These are horrifying. Like, you're just gonna break your feet on those. Again, squeeze me. I don't know why they want that, because these are not that soft. Sometimes you really need to check out some of the other brands. These Pumas, they don't feel good at all. I don't even know what model this is, but if you look at them. But these are actually really, really soft. I don't know what this is. I mean, it says soft right on it, but like, I mean, this foam is actually, this is pretty good. And for $15, there's lots of really good recovery slides out there. Hoka makes some good ones. Believe it or not, Skechers makes a really good pair. Might do a review on those soon. But for 15 bucks, these are great. So New Balance Prism V2s. Honestly, I know it's like an older model shoe, but this is actually a fantastic model. if you overpronate just a little bit and you need just a little bit of support, the Prism V2s is a great choice. 35 bucks. That's a great steal. I think we found a couple more really cool ones right down here. Not in our size, but it's the Audio 7, which is currently the latest model, and 35 bucks. It's a size 12, so anyone size 12 out there, check your Burlingtons for Audio 7s for $35. That's crazy. Guys, look at what we found here, the Adapt BBs. I don't play basketball much anymore, I used to, but if you don't know what these are, they're like mechanically lacing shoes. They have like little motors in them, and you push a button, and they just clamp down. Look at this presentation. That's pretty wild, and I think that might be a wireless charging pad. I think they actually charge wirelessly because they actually are electric powered. That's nuts. I don't really see a price on them, but $12.50. Can you imagine going into a Burlington and finding a pair of Nike Adapt BBs? Honestly, we got a lot to go through right here. We got some New Balance shit shoes. Save your money and just get a better shoe. These, honestly, when I first looked at these, I thought these were budget shoes. But actually, I felt them and I was like, actually, these feel really good. And then I realized these are Nike Reacts. Pretty small size, and I also don't know what they're asking for them, but pretty much everything they've been asking for today is either like 35. It's been like around 35, so those might be around there. I was kind of surprised. These are actually really great running shoes. If you ever find any of the Skechers Performance Hyperburst shoes, which is, you'll be able to tell when you feel it, but it's got like a really swishy, responsive midsole that if you look really close, you'll be able to see almost kind of like a bubbly pattern in it. That's how you know that you're looking at Hyperburst. But of all the running shoes we've seen today, these are actually the most expensive. These are 50 bucks. Pretty sure, yeah, these are 50 bucks. So, kind of shocked about that. Another pair of Nike Reacts, the good kind, not the knockoff kind. It's weird that they're knocking off their own shoe, right? These are the 4Ds, which is, it's actually not 4D, it's 3D printed shoes. But skip on these. If you want to treat them as a lifestyle shoe, go for it. But these aren't really shoes that I would ever run in. Don't do it. You do have the previous version of the Pegasus Trail. Honestly, the React on these feels really insane. I've heard a lot about how Nike tunes the React different for the trail shoes, and I'm telling you right now, this stuff feels incredible. Like really squishy, really responsive. These are really cool. Not the Gore-Tex model. I don't think it looks like this is breathable mesh, but again, let's see what they're wanting for these. 50 bucks. That's not bad. I mean, still, you're talking about the Pegasus Trail for 50 bucks. Cool. And then, no joke, the current Nike Pegasus 39, it's not even the old version. This is the latest version of the Pegasus. $40. These shoes retail for like $120 or $130, something like that. 40 bucks. Steal. Get these. And if you're into hiking, they have the Terex hikers, which these are like 200 bucks for $40. And this is like a Adidas Boost midsole. If you're not familiar with Boost by now, get familiar with it, but really soft stuff. Honestly, Burlington, absolutely crazy today. Tons of stuff that I would actually look for. Plenty to see here, and the prices were pretty crazy, except for the Skechers. Don't know why they were so expensive, so check out Burlington. Quick sizing review on these. The Skechers run true to size. They're 10.5s, which I wear a 10, and they are just a little bit too big. I do wear a 10, and these are 10s, but these are honestly pretty tight on me. So I would probably go up a half size on the Nike React. Boom, quick review. Big success at Burlington, on our way to TJ Maxx. Ross is closed early tonight. So TJ Maxx doesn't really have a men's shoes section. So we're gonna check the women, see if there's any good running shoes for women. So we found the Arishi Army, which is just it's kind of a budget runner from New Balance. It's not horrible. I actually have an older model of these. They don't feel terrible. The only problem is for 35 bucks, we showed you all of those really cool options back at Burlington. At 35 bucks, you could definitely do better. So, no. Believe it or not, I have found an old relic. This is a Fresh Foam Zante. I don't know if any of you guys remember this shoe. This was actually all the way back from before New Balance came out with their new Fresh Foam compound that they started to call Fresh Foam X. So, I mean, these are like old. I don't know, but really old relic. Problem is, this shoe is like, I think at least 4 years old, and they want 50 bucks for them. That's gonna be a major pass. I'll tell you what though, we gave the shoes here a chance. We're gonna give TJ Maxx just another chance to shine. We're gonna go check out their running apparel. So let's go check it out. So, giving TJ Maxx a chance to redeem themselves. They do have some decent stuff. If you're looking for base layers, a lot of the Nike stuff is going to come in at kind of a higher price, somewhere like at the $19. Some of the stuff's like $25, $30. Brands to look for in this store. Spider is actually pretty good quality. You'll find a lot of Spider stuff coming in like below the Nike prices. Like, and down here we found some cool stuff too. More Spider stuff, just looking. But stuff like this, now you can't see it, but this is actually like really soft, really thin, stretchy. It has really good reflectivity right here, big stripe on the back. You know, Reebok stuff, high collar with a zipper cover to keep it off of from like irritating you over here. But that's 15 bucks. Again, that's like below the Nike base layer that didn't have a zipper or anything, 15 bucks. So if you were looking for a base layer, you could get that here. This is really good. This is layer 8. While I'm not the biggest fan of like zippers and running, the fact that you could wear this like running and then also wear it whenever you want casually, because you do have a kangaroo pocket, but the material itself is like thin enough to where it's not really going to weigh you down. Layer 8 is pretty good stuff. It's like not bad, but $10. So you can get a base layer with a hood, with a zipper, with a pocket. You could run in it and you could wear it whenever you're out. So we're looking at the shorts and pants here. They have some ASIC shorts, but I wouldn't look at them. They're way too long. Again, kind of like the shirts and stuff, there's lots of base layers here. Just in case y'all are curious, I wouldn't go for these like soft, sort of stretchy material shorts. You have no idea how much moisture these hold. So if you're thinking about running in these, like seriously, I wouldn't. But if you want them for around the house, they're cool. Nike has a base layer here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. These are 15 bucks. But I was going to show you, I think there's a better option here if you were looking for a base layer, because for 15 bucks you could get these, or for 15 bucks you could get these, which is basically the same thing. It's actually a little bit more perforated up here at the top, and then you also have a pocket, which you didn't get on the Nikes. So 15 bucks, that's not bad. And we did find a couple of comfortable stuff. Where were those shorts at? Yeah, check these out. Nike shorts, pretty big pocket. You can open your hand all the way up on the inside. It has it on both sides, and it has a button enclosure on the back pocket. I think these were 15 bucks, 16, 17 bucks. So that's not horrible. I mean, you know how expensive shorts can be. So that's not horrible. And then finally, really cool find. These are a lot thicker than they look. They're real, almost kind of, almost like a track pant on the outside, but the inside of it is actually like a sweat pant. And you can't see it, but they're actually kind of thick. Don't know if you can see how much material I'm grabbing. You do have some 3M zippers at the bottom, so these are going to be reflective, and you can unzip them. So imagine these are warm-up pants or something, but might be pretty cool in the winter months. Zipper pockets, huge. Oh my goodness, huge. It's like a whole foot deep. So yeah, for 20 bucks, these aren't bad at all. That's basically everything we found here though. They got me. So we're in Burlington number 2. We're gonna see if we can find any more cool stuff. We're gonna start with the women's though. We've already seen a couple over here. Again, don't go for these. None of that 3D printed stuff. We've seen quite a few pairs of these. I think we saw these at the other pair, but these are just so soft. They feel pretty good, and the knit upper is really stretchy. So I imagine these are actually pretty comfortable for cruising. Lots of rubber coverage. Not bad. Couple pairs of the Nike Reacts. I believe these are the 3s, just because the upper is a slightly different knit pattern than these. These feel a lot scratchier. These feel a lot more like a sock. So a couple pairs of Nike Reacts. We've got some pairs of the Nike Free 2018. So they actually have lots of pairs of these, but they also have it with like a standard mesh, which if you're really worried about containment, it's probably a little bit better, although I don't think it's probably as comfortable as those, but you have these in a few different flavors. More pairs of, I believe this is the second version of the React Infinity Run, and then this is a real treat here. You have the, I believe these are the OG Razors, or no, it's the Razor Plus, but I mean, incredibly soft midsole. It's actually very, very responsive. Comes back, lots of rubber coverage. It feels really good. The upper is very, very thin. Feels kind of like a New Balance Rebel upper, if you've ever felt one of those. Probably a little bit on the narrower side, so keep that in mind, but I mean, these are 25 bucks. 9.5 men's, actually, but unisex sizing, so that's pretty cool. In comparison to how good those Skechers felt, this is probably the worst feeling foam. I'm genuinely pushing into it right now. You can see myself white knuckling right now. They don't give. So whatever these are, don't do it. We found one more pair of the Nike Reacts. I want to see if these are the 3s. No idea. I think these are the 3s though, but cool. Let's go check out the men's. Let's see if they can impress again. Couple of Nike Pegasus Trails, 50 bucks. Again, not a bad deal for what they are. React on these feel fantastic. If you were those kind of guys that you actually run on a track, 15 bucks for some Adidas Boost track spikes. Oh. Another pair of Supernovas, 35 bucks. Not bad. The Nike Reacts for 45 bucks. Oh look. $25 for these. These are the old Nike Free Run 2018s, the regular version, but for 25 bucks, that's not bad. Although I think it's because they're actually worn. Look at that. It's the Nike Free Psych. I don't know, these are actually mismatched shoes. So if you want to buy one copy of the correct shoe and then a copy of the wrong shoe, you've come to the right place. Not those, but these are the, I forget what these are, but I know a lot of people really liked these last year. They've got these here for 35 bucks. Don't know what they are called, but the rubber is incredibly tacky on these. and the stack height's really tall, and it looks like it's kind of like a bucket. I think you sit just a little bit below the top. So I've heard these were really stable, really comfortable, and for the price, again, what was it? 35 bucks. I mean, this could eat up a ton of miles and in comfort. The super soft Pumas are back. If you're looking to dad it up, it's right here. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, these feel pretty damn good. I was surprised. I know that people meme about these all the time, but this foam is not bad. Got a little bit more neutral color of that same really tall stack shoe from the other side. Still 35. Another pair. And one last pair of the Nike Trail Pegasus. And I think this is pretty much everything we found. Thank you guys for tuning in. We tried to see if we could find some deals today. I think we found a couple of really good ones. Maybe if you were in the market for something specific, maybe you'll find something that you like. But if you have a local Burlington, I'd definitely check them out over like a TJ Maxx or a Marshall's, because they really didn't have anything. But to be honest, the Burlington kind of surprised with how much good stuff they had. So check them out. Hey guys, thanks again for tuning into our video. We really appreciate y'all stopping by. Hope you enjoyed it. If you could, if you want to help us out, please like the video, drop a comment below. It just helps out. You've heard it all before. But anyways, we got some really fun video ideas coming out in the future. So if you guys want to stay tuned and see some of our cool projects we got coming up, again, feel free to subscribe. And thanks again. We'll see you on the next one. Legs will move.